Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom. Salutations to the ones out there with the sincere faith of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Throughout the four corners of the earth, the ones that's looking forward to being delivered out of this hell that we live in, because that's what we're looking forward to, That's why brothers tell you to stay in the spirit and things of that nature. So I was basically thinking about, being carnally minded and how like bad it could be if you stay in the world too long, or what, you have your mind set on the wrong things too long, right? And let me just read. This is Romans 8, verse 6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. So you can have some type of, even though you might be going through some hell, you can have some type of peace because you know why it's happening to you. But it says, with all I get understanding, right? So we understand why we're going through this. Maybe you did it to yourself. A lot of brothers like to say that, oh, Satan this, Satan that. But majority of the times, it's because of the brother or that person put themselves in a situation. Or like, the police is behind you and they checking your stuff and they pull you over. Well, sometimes they just pull you over just to check you out, and they just, and they get ahead and leave because everything is legit, everything is cool. You don't owe no, you don't got no warrants or nothing like that. So that's why, to be carnally minded, you be like, why are you pulling me over? That's death. Or then you get into a tussle and you go to jail. Now your car got to get towed, and you catch yourself in this weird tornado of debt, stress, and all types of other things that comes with you being carnally minded, right? Because now that you did that to yourself, now you might need money, or you might need help. So you're stressing other things out because you was being too carnally minded. All right, so that's why it's good to keep yourself in the spirit. All right. And I was so lucky. That's I didn't want to get too over track. Oh, because I was thinking about this, right? Because Proverbs 28. I just know the 28 one. I know there's another one, but Proverbs 28. Because spiritual man understand all things. So I'm gonna get Proverbs 28. I forget the verse, but this is Proverbs 28, verse 5. It says, "Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things." We understand all things because no man goeth being unpunished. This is happening for a reason, right? So when you constantly in that carnally mind, in Jeremiah 17 it talks about what? It talks about the mind is desperately wicked, man. This is Jeremiah 17, verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things. So above it all, your heart, your mind you're your biggest enemy. It says, and desperately wicked. Who can know it? Yeah, who can know it? The men of the Lord know it. All right. So that's why we have an understanding of why people do things the way they do it, why things happen the way they happen. All right. Because we know that if we mess up, you got to learn how to judge yourself before the Lord, before brothers judge you, or the Lord judge you, or this wicked world judges you. All right. Because we know that's the Lord's whipping stick, man. This world, Esau. All right. Let me get that. That's Psalms 17. All right, so that's one of the things you got to keep in mind. The brothers I now likes to do those keep in mind videos, but that's something to truly keep in mind, that Esau is like one of those things where, like, even though he fought the affliction, but like I said, a lot of brothers put it on themselves to where they're doing things out of the ordinary. That's 18. They're doing things out of the ordinary, and like what happened? You get jacked up. Okay, there it goes. Psalm 17, verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him. Cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Right? So which is thy sword? You know what I'm saying? The wicked is the Lord's sword. The Lord is the puppet master of this whole entire thing. So that's why, the apostles and elders, back in the day, they stress, like, as soon as you go into the world, you get right out. Because what happens, man, you stay in there a little too long, man, then something happens, you swirling or letting things happen, and something bad happens to you. That's why it's like, yo, let me read it again, because I just thought it was one Joshua. You can have good success if you stay in the spirit, man. Like, if you think about all the apostles and you think about the disciples, you think about the prophets, Abraham, they all had some type of funds they was good. You know what I'm saying? They all believed in the Lord. So that, okay, let me just read this again. It says, this is Romans 8 verse 6. For to be carnally minded is death. So nobody wants to, who, you know what I'm saying? Only wicked people like death. You know what I'm saying? Us men of the Lord, and also, women and children, we don't want death, man. Death stinks. Death is dark and gloomy, man. We want life and peace. Okay? So this is Joshua 1 verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth. Why not? Because what? We have certain conducts. We got a certain conduct. We got morals. We're separate. That's what makes us holy. All right. It says, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. All right. So that's why we keep that stuff. Like, even even myself, you catch yourself doing certain things doing things for the Lord, and the Lord throws you a bone. All right. And I know there's people out there that can contest, and you'd be like, you kind of be shocked, like, oh, is this really happening? Like, yeah, take that, because the Lord gave that to you, man. So that's why, so now I'm gonna just okay, yeah, Salakia, let me grab this, because I was thinking about it, right? So I wrote, you be at work, be thinking, your mind be going, and it'd be like, it's good, write some things down. So this is Proverbs 20 and verse 22. It says, say not thou, I will recompense evil, but wait on the Lord, and he shall save thee. Yeah, don't recompense evil for evil. The reason why I bring that up, because being carnally minded takes you into that stage to where, like, someone broke into your car, you kind of know who did it. Someone had, like, you might got a clue. You might seen somebody with your stuff. They was like, oh, someone was selling it. So you was just like, all right, so who sold it? So now you're trying to do this whole big investigation, when you just like, for real, throw up some some curses, and let the Lord handle that. You may not see it, but if you believe that you're a man of Yahweh, or individual of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that situation is going to be dealt with, especially if you didn't do nothing. Okay, so then I'm gonna go to Romans, right? I'm gonna go to Romans 12. Let me see, Slakia. I'm gonna go to Romans 12, right? Because it talked about honor. No, honest. It said honesty. So that's what we live. We want to live honorable lives. You know what I'm saying? So this is Romans 12 verse 17. It says, recompense to no man evil for evil, provide things honest in the sight of all men. So we're set an example. Since this is our profession, we're made an example to how people that have the belief of the sincere belief of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, how they're supposed to conduct themselves, which is spiritual in itself, right? Because you're not eating pork, that's spiritual. You not having sex on the Sabbath, that's spiritual. You getting into the book, spiritual. Reading, like hearing the book, watching videos, writing things down, like to put your thoughts together. There's nothing wrong with that, because in Sirach, got right here, this is Sirach 2 verse 7, right? It says, deliver all things in number and weight, and put all in writing, that thou givest out or receivest in. It says, but the whole point of the matter is that, that's talking about buying and selling, but talking about a receipt. But the whole thing of the matter is that our laws, history, everything was put in writing. So that's another form of spirituality. Like writing things down, because you don't want to lose that thought. And then when the thought comes back, it's like a light bulb. And now, it's like a car. When you start it, it's just the wheels, the motor starts going, start throwing the oil, and it's moving the coolant. Things start moving, and it's like, oh snap, there it go, right? So I'm gonna move on. It says, yeah. So and then I wrote down, stay in it, right? So I'm gonna go to Romans 10, right? Romans 10, Romans 10 and 17. Yeah, this is Romans 10 and verse 17. And it reads, so then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's how you obtain faith. You heard it, and you grab that word, and you basically, that word was like a seed. and now you watered that seed, right? Because a lot of times you could hear something and they say it goes in one ear and out the other. Like you could obtain it somewhat, but like to fully, you know what I'm saying? Like what happens is that the Lord puts that seed in you and makes it grow. Because sometimes you can have a seed that doesn't grow. All right. So yeah. So then that was one. So that's another form of spirituality and how you just stay in the spirit. All right. Like a man that's why they call Paul crazy, because he was just so adamant about how about Shem Yahushua, man. Like like this dude's just super obsessed, But that's the spirit, Some people just take it overboard. There's a such thing as being over righteous. But in Paul's situation, man, he was doing the right thing, man. It be niggas. So you know what I'm saying? Bring it all the way home. This is first. Oh, Timothy. We gotta go to Timothy. Timothy's 4:13. This is 1 Timothy 4 verse 13. Till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhort, to doctrine. Right? Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on the hands of the prophesier. Right? So what? Don't deny that gift, man. This is our gift from above, All right, I'm gonna get one more. Yeah, because that's what I was thinking about, right? Because I was thinking about when the disciples weren't able to cure. Let me get it, because I wrote it down. 17. Alright, I looked at it. Yeah. This is Matthew 17, verse. Okay, I remember it now. The lunatic, they couldn't cure the lunatic, so they brought the lunatic to Yahushua, right? It says, so they was just like, okay, let me just read it. This is Matthew 17, verse 17. Then Yahushua answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him hither to me. And Yahushua rebuked the devil, and he departed out of him. And the child was cured from that very hour. Then came the disciples to Yahushua apart, and said, Why could not we cast him out? And Yahushua answered unto them, Because of your unbelief, right? For your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Howbeit this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting. So that prayer and fasting is two big major things. All right, hold up, because I thought about that Hebrews, right? Because that's I kind of just clicked, but just now, like Hebrews 6 and 11, I think. And it made sense. Like it says nothing is impossible, right? It says, this is Hebrews 6. So like here. 11:6. Yeah, this is Hebrews 11 verse 6. It says, but without faith it is impossible to please him. Right? It is impossible. So what it's possible, but you need to believe. You have to believe, So that's why carnally minded, you ain't gonna be able to believe, because you're always constantly in your goddamn head thinking about this and that. But what the Lord said, he feeds the birds. How much more so do a man of the Lord? So you're gonna be good, right? And and it says, for he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is an rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So what? You're going to get a reward. The Lord is not unrighteous for him to not pay you for your works. All right? So if you're doing carnally works, you're going to get paid for it. That's a fact. If you're doing spiritual work, you're going to get paid for it. But you just keep in mind that when you come to serve the Lord, prepare yourself for temptation. So you're gonna be like ducking and dodging demons. But the whole thing of the matter is, when you stay in it, you stay in the faith, man. You better not quit. You better rebuke those demons, man. Actually, how about Shem Yahushua for health and healing? spirituality first, man, and for you to stay in this thing, and then what? Just hopefully you could handle your judgment to where you can seem deemed as a righteous soul, man, blameless, you know. So, you know, with that, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Okakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, salutations to the ones with the sincere faith of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, the ones that learn and increase learning. You know, the ones that learn and become more wiser. You know, with that, Shalom, you know.